Good morning, this is Steve Eubanks from MrTopStep reporting from the CME Group. Again, this week is all about the witch, and again, watch out for the witch. She's been terrible for the last week since we last reported about the witch last week. The first thing I'm going to do is give back, try to re-gift the cement shoes that someone tried to give me over the holidays, because you got to keep moving your feet. This market is just absolutely nutty. We've talked about it for weeks on end now. It's helmets and chin straps required. And with gold down at 8-month lows, it's down another 23 bucks this morning, breaking that 1680. Everyone was in this trade for a safe haven asset. Not so safe anymore. Oil, up 3% on a capitulation. I mean, everyone's capitulating all over the place. Oil was up 3% on Straits of Hormuz on Tuesday. We had it down 5% yesterday. So the market is obviously, a bit shaky here in terms of, where we go. Yesterday's move was a perfect gap fill. If you look at the charts and you look at when at the end of November on the 30th, when global banks stepped up intervention with China overnight at 8 a.m. before the market opened, the market was trading Globex 1206. Yesterday's low, 1203, made new lows by a tick. And then you had the move off of this morning. As I walked over here, we were just coming off the highs, but we had a regular opening around the 1218 area. We had 1220 and change on a Globex high. So we took out yesterday's high by a tick, 1218 and some change. I just want to go through some quick numbers. So if you look at November's low right after Thanksgiving, 1150 to the most recent high move of 1266, that's a 116 handle move. At 1205, that's a 47% retracement. So, we're at a fib number that is, some decent support. I had said last week I didn't think that we'd see this 1206 on this leg because everything was so strong, but everyone now has capitulated and it's selling not what you want, but what you can. And so that you have gold down, oil down, the commodity contagion meltdown, you can feel it and see it in everyone's face. This witch has just been an absolute... she's come in, and flown around here and taken everybody out on stops. I want to just go through some quick numbers. So we have 1217 as a fib number, and it's also the moving average, the 50-day moving average. So you got a decent gap fill if you guys are gap fill players at the 1203 to 1206 area from the global intervention. You got the 1217 on a fib number, and that's a 50-day moving average. What we need to do this week is we need to close out the week above 1225. That was last week's closing low, so we need to negate out, for the bulls, you need to negate out a 1225 close this week. With the witch coming up, with expiration coming up, Friday morning on the print, anything can happen. The markets have sold off. You got to keep moving your feet. And again, if we have a rising 100-day moving average at 1195. So you're going to have this inflection point of the 1238s. Then you got to get through. December now is down about 2.5%, almost 3%. Last I looked on the prints that were going across the screen. So December started out the month at 1244s. November ended at 1248. So you're rounding a 2-month low. In terms of where we are right now, and numbers at 1212 last look. So we need to get through on the upside 1225. You got that 1238 where everyone was looking for resolution, and just it's an Indian leg wrestle match to try to get through this 1257 for the end of the year. And you've got 11 days left. Next week's Christmas, and then you got in between Christmas and in New Year's. So there's a lot. People are just going to put their hands in their pockets, have alligator arms, and probably not want to trade the rest of the year because there's really no inflection point to trade unless the market gets back above 1257. Again, Steve Eubanks from MrTopStep. Have happy holidays, safe travels.